everybody, and welcome back to the Cinefile. We are doing a very quick review of Creed 3. Jake and I went and saw Creed 3, and we both really liked it, but we wanted to say a rosebud and thorn for this movie. Jake, what are your rosebud and thorn, or what are your overall thoughts about Creed 3?
This has definitely, I think, been my favorite of the Creed franchise. I don't know where it compares in the overall Rocky franchise, if you will, but I think this is we're starting to move away from Rocky, right? I mean, Creed will always be tied to Rocky, because that was the inception of what
Right.
Creed is born out of. But Sylvester Stallone wasn't involved in this. I mean, he's listed as a producer, but he had very limited involvement in this movie. He's not even in it. And while I love Sly, I think this was kind of an important moment for if this franchise was going to keep going, because watching Creed 2 and looking at the first two, it very much felt like, oh, we're just rehashing Rocky, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I love Sly, it gives the feeling that, like, though he only knows how to tell that story one way, right? And he's just going to rehash it with different characters. Whereas I felt like this, having Sly separated from this, took it in a new trajectory. It was fresh, it was new, it was exciting. My rose really just has to be the story. I love the story so much. It's such a different side of of these characters. It's a different side of Adonis Creed that we've seen. We see him get to be a husband and a dad now, which I think is great. And we also see him come to terms with his past and deal with his past. So I think that's definitely my rose. Blood and Thorn, I don't know if I have one. There's not something that really jumped out to me. It was entertaining, but I felt like it's a really fresh take, and I was really excited to see it. And I think it's a really good directorial debut for Michael B. Jordan. I was happy to see that.
And that was going to be one of my roses. I think the direction of this movie is excellent. Michael B. Jordan is a powerhouse actor, but he's also a great director. And we can see that from a lot of good actors are good directors as too. That's not always the case, but I think the performances definitely are. The direction and the performances are my are my roses. I thought they were spectacular. I really enjoyed the story. It was a very good story. My bud, the third act fight, there's a portion where it takes you out of the actual fight and it's more ethereal. And that, to me, and I mentioned it to you when we walked out of the theater, I didn't like it. I mean, I understood it. It makes sense narratively. It made sense for the characters, but I didn't really like it all that much. And then I guess my thorn is that there is no Sly. We talked about it. It makes sense that he's not in this. He doesn't need to be in all of them, but I am a fan of him and the Rocky character. And so it was kind of a bummer to not see them there. I think overall, great movie, highly recommended. I think we both do. I would say go see it in IMAX. This is shot, all of the fight sequences, all of the boxing matches are shot in IMAX, which is really cool. And so I would say go see it in IMAX and spend that money. I think it's worth it. Would you agree, Jake?
I would 100% agree. This is something you need to see on a big screen.
Yeah. And we don't give grades here, but we just give recommendations. Should you see it? Should you not? And we both think you should. Yeah. So that's our quick review. What did you think of Creed 3? Have you seen it yet? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, ringing that bell to get all notifications on upcoming content. For Jake Biller, I'm Ben Sparrow. Thanks so much for watching our review. We'll see you back here with another episode of the podcast very soon. And cut.